Howdy folks, I'm Dan Gross, and welcome to the Season 3 premiere of the Rochester Indie Musician Spotlight. We're very fortunate to be putting on a show in front of a live studio audience. Thank you all, and there's a lot of you, thank you all so much for coming out, supporting me, my crew, local businesses, and local music as well. This season we're also very excited to announce that we have a handful of underwriters supporting what we do. This episode is brought to you by Bernunzio Uptown Music, located in Rochester's East End. They've been providing Rochester and the world with quality vintage, new, and used string instruments since 1976. They also offer concerts, workshops, and jam sessions. This season we're in this warm, local, and creative space, Bop Shop Records. Tom and Jan are very kind to let us film here again this season. Let's give a round of applause for Tom and Jan. Thank you guys so much. This is a great store. I hope during our little intermission between the interview and music, you check out their inventory. He's got some awesome stuff here. And the show as well, you get 10 to 20% off your purchase, so please make good of the discount while it's still going. Located right here, all of you know this, but for you at home who don't, it's 1460 Monroe Avenue, right outside the city, and they're your home for jazz, blues, classic rock, and Americana in vinyl for the past 35 years. Joining me today is Dave DiPrimo. He's the reason you all came out. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, man. Dave just released a new album 1 year, and we thought it'd be cool if we did a little CD release concert and party. This is a party here. One could loosely describe Dave's music as alternative folk, but you do a lot of other stuff too, so we'll touch on that as well. Dave DiPrimo Band is Dave plays on vocals and guitar, Karis Gregory on alto sax, Kyla Ribbing on bass, and Reid Hoffmeyer on drums. Now, for those watching at home, he is also playing January 27th at the Blue Toad, so please check him out, support local businesses and local music. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Dave DiPrimo. Before, I don't always do this, but when you first sent me your stuff, I was really impressed. You have a nice voice, man. I wanted to make sure I came out and said that. So when did you first start singing?
So probably like never.
You never started singing? No. So what have you been doing?
I've never really like taken lessons or anything. I kind of just mess on my own. It wasn't until senior year of high school that I was ever in a chorus.
Yeah.
So I guess just probably always singing along in the car to the dismay of my family until it started to sound good, and then it was just kind of like, all right, this isn't bad, but shut up. So
Did you ever have a moment though when you sort of realized like, oh shoot, I can actually sing? Did you ever have that moment, or is it just something you worked on?
Kind of. Before I brought this band together, I did an off the cuff at Love and Cup. They do like the Battle of the Bands or whatever.
Right.
And I got like hit up the day before to fill in, and that went pretty well.
Right.
Didn't win, but that's
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Fine.
So the legend began.
Yeah,
that's all right.
So it was kind of that moment where I was like, oh, this is decent. This is something that I could do more.
Yeah.
So now I've got the three guys with me who are amazingly talented that really complete the sound.
But we'll get back to those awesome guys, but I wanted to kind of go back to your origin story. We should get you like a little Superman patch, like DDB or something.
That'd be bad for my ego.
So you just kind of started singing not too long ago. You did the competition, but obviously you didn't pick up a guitar the day of.
Right.
So when did you start playing guitar?
The first time I played a guitar was in 8th grade music class.
Yeah.
My teacher was Mr. Kazakis.
Shout out.
Yeah, there it is. The first song I played was Hotel California.
Nice.
And it was probably really bad.
That's okay.
So
that's where you start.
Yeah.
So were those the kind of guys you were listening to in the car at the the pain of your parents?
Right. I definitely grew up on a lot of classic rock. My CD collection has the unfortunate NSYNC here and there, but
we won't hold it against you.
Yeah,
we all had it.
We were kids. It's fine.
Right.
But a lot of classic rock, a lot of things like that, and eventually I evolved into listening to more jazz and folk and.
Yeah. Now you're still a student at NAS. Have you picked up anything while you were a student there, either from your professors or some of your colleagues, like new stuff you're bringing in there?
Right. So I actually study graphic design at NAS. So
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That's why we do the interviews, right?
Yeah. So most of what I think I've picked up musically has been from my peers. I met Karis at NAS and a lot of other musicians there that are crazy talented and made me think, oh, I should practice, actually.
Right.
Because that's what they do, and they're very good.
Right. Speaking of practice and other Nazareth musicians, I want to take a quick second and shout out to Meg Williams. She was on season 1, and she sent you my way. I really appreciate it. Meg, if you're watching, thank you so much.
Thanks, Meg.
Thanks, Meg. Really, really fun. I'm glad you're here. Was that really your first time performing then at Love and Cup? Was that the first time you ever performed in front of people outside the choir?
It wasn't my first time. It was the first one that felt like a serious thing.
Yeah.
In high school, I did like a duo with my buddy Chaz, and we had like a contract at Artisan Works, so we played there a lot, and we played little things here and there. But yeah, that one at Love and Cup was the first like big-ish one.
So how did you deal with your first gig though? Because I can imagine, especially if you're going into it the day before, you'd be really freaking out. Or is that just not enough time to freak out? You just sort of did it.
I freak out about not that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I freak out about little things like the shoe's untied and it's been driving me crazy. So.
If you want, man, we can take a minute.
Nah, it's okay. We're gonna go through it. We're rolling through with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So all this was just kind of singer-songwriter stuff, just you and a guitar for a while.
Yeah.
So when did you first start songwriting? Because a lot of people, when they first start playing, they're in the cover bands. They do the Zeppelin, they do AC/DC, they do a lot of in Beatles too, and they do the classic rock. When did you start writing music though?
I want to say freshman year of high school. Really terrible, angsty garbage. That was because around that period I was listening to like a lot of Blink-182, a lot of like that pop punk, so it was all just crap. But over the last few years, I've been able to develop my songwriting to be something that I actually like to play in front of people.
Do you have a little group of people that you run stuff past, like another singer-songwriters too, or is it just the band you go through and you're doing new stuff?
Just the band. Usually when I've got a new song, I let them know, and they're like, we should learn the old stuff first.
Sure, that's
that's it. The stuff we're gonna play. I was showing Karis a new song last night, and I think Reed was sitting there like, we need to practice.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm glad this show helped you guys get in shape a little bit. So what was it like for you then, kind of just being especially someone who didn't have a ton of formal musical training, you're not used to playing with people, so what was it like for you trying to get used to, I can kind of take some liberties with the tempo and do things how I want versus, I actually have to work with people and we have to come up with arrangements and play together. Was that a big adjustment for you?
It's definitely harder and it requires more discipline and more focus. But I don't mind that. I've played, even recently I've played a couple solo gigs, and while that's nice, it's nowhere near as fun as playing with a good group of people. So, is
this the first iteration of the Dave DiPrimo Band?
This is not the first iteration. There's actually 2 different people on the record.
Okay.
But the guys I've got now are they're the band.
Right, they're the band.
Yeah.
So how did you meet them? Because y'all are from different schools.
Right, yeah. So Karis and I met at Nazareth, and actually Reed and Kyler both went to my high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it was kind of guys you knew already.
Yeah,
it wasn't just you didn't put out a Craigslist saying, hey, looking for musicians. So for you, do you bring in all the material? Do you just say, hey, this is a new song I wrote, and they just sort of work with it, or is it more a cooperative thing?
That's where we're at so far. All the songs that we're playing, I've written the lyrics, and I have a way that it goes.
Yeah.
But everything they play, I don't think I've ever said, okay, do this specific melody. It's all their input and how they feel it, and then we build from there.
Yeah, and so I know not all these guys are on your album, but I wanted to get into that a little bit. So when you recorded one year, shout out to Lee Heberger of Seeking Monty and Room. I always get this wrong. 1151. I always say 1511. 1151 for he did a great job. The album sounds really great. So shout out to Lee and Seeking Monty too. So when you were picking this stuff, because alternative folk, it's broad enough to encapsulate what you do, but there's some pop sounds. You have a 12/8 ballad in there, so you have a lot of influences going in there. So when you were recording this, did you just kind of cut everything in one take? What were you doing when you were recording it?
Well, there were about 25 to 30 songs that were on the block that could go in the album, and we weaseled it down to the best ones, and then we recorded it all, and then we had some technical problems, so we had to record it all again.
Oh man!
And so the second time we did it in 2 days. Wow. So what you actually hear on the record, and we do have some CDs over there.
Yes.
That guy Joe is the art cashier.
Hi, Joe.
That was all recorded in like 2 days.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. Thanks for taking the time for coming here today. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Dave DiPrimo. Live studio audience, thank you so much for joining us today. His first album, 1 Year, is available over there. Just go talk to Joe. But you also have it on iTunes and Spotify. For those watching at home, don't forget, and you guys too, shoot, you should come out and support Dave as much as you can. Mark your calendars for January 27th. He's playing starting at 6 p.m., I believe. Yep. At the Blue Toad. I'm Dan Gross. Thank you so much, both to our live studio audience and those who are watching at home, for catching this episode of the Rochester Indie Musician Spotlight. This is a great start to Season 3. We hope for more episodes coming up soon. We're going to take a couple minutes to set back up for the music. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Feel free to peruse around, and we'll be right back. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Dave DiPrimo Band.
Dave DiPrimo Band. That song was American Dream. This song is not American Dream.
You're just gonna play that over and over?
Yeah, we're just gonna play it, but in different keys. This is the title track off the album. It's called 1 Year.
All cameras good? Alright, when you're ready.
I'll love you through it. Will you say to me, I'll be there for you. Thank you. This next song is called Four Letter Word, and it... No, it is not.
Wait, I was gonna get a little
Okay,
applause.
just check.
Oh.
Because you got 3 shots. I'm gonna move in a minute.
Are you sure?
Yeah, never ended.
You're right.
How
You're
about
right.
a nice round of applause for him? There we go.
I'll just jump ahead. Alright, just kidding. The next song is called She's So Beautiful. She looks like a dream from a movie, too perfect even for fiction, it just couldn't be. She feels like a waterfall of golden hair, smooth skin, soft lips, it's just not fair. And I feel like a speck of dust, a grain of sand, clung by your grip to the second hand. And oh no, there it goes again. I lost another chance with you. Last time I saw her face, her hair was long, her eyes were brown. Last time I saw her face, it was another place, another town. And I swore to myself I'd tell you how I feel. And time moved on and you were gone and nothing felt real. She's so beautiful, I want to look away. And she's so beautiful, I could stay here all day. And she's so beautiful that I feel great just to walk upon the very same plains as she.
as I wander down city streets at night, can't help but notice how they change by the light as the edges of the trees fade. Can't tell if I'm looking at smoke or leaves bay. And ain't that always how it goes? It all blurs together, mixing pain, miracles, and don't it always seem to go? You only miss the warmth when you're out in the cold. How it goes, it all blurs together, mixing pain, miracles, and it always seemed to go. Only miss the moment when you're out in the cold, when you're out in the cold, when you're out in the Thank you. We got Tyler Ribbing on the bass guitar today. Play a little bass thing, Kyler. Look at that. Can't get that anywhere else, folks. One of a kind. This next song features he's in all of them. But it especially features our man Karis on the saxophone. Yeah! It's called Four Letter Word.
I'm talking to Jason.
No, I know.
Okay.
You didn't ask if we were good.
That's true.
I think we're ready.
I think you're ready.
And love is a four-letter word, and love as I wait up all night for you.
From Scotland on the Skype machine. All right.
Dave DiPrimo Band has fans all over the world. Like here in Scotland. So the whole world.
That counts. It does count.
This next song is called Bring It On Home.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Think about her
the deal. It's a size large. We're gonna play this song, okay? And after we play the song, we're gonna ask you what you think the name of it is, because it's brand new.
I don't even know the name.
First time. Looks like someone's not getting a shirt.
That's a new song.
And at the end of the song, we'll have Dan come out because he's better at hosting things, and he'll pick a person randomly, and if they're right, they get the shirt.
Okay.
All right. If they're wrong, you pick another person.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can see the set list, don't answer the question. It's brand new. We hardly even know it.
That's a nice song name right
That's
there.
a joke. We hardly. Oh.
I see where you're going.
Dan on the shirt.
This is not the song. This is an intro. This is not the song. But this is. Marks that you left on the walls of this cave are covered in paint.
time for Reed on the drums. He loves that song. It's been real great to have you all out here on a Sunday. Before we play our last song, there's actually an event here happening right now that is not this. I mean, it's also this, but there's another one. And that event is my mom's birthday. She's sitting right there. If you guys wouldn't mind, real quick, we'll just do a little happy birthday. You guys know how that goes? Because I don't, so we're just going to sing it. We're not going to play it. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Tracy. Happy birthday to you. Yay. She's 29 today, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other surprise event. All right, so that song we just played, I threw it over there.
Right.
It'll be wrinkled
This
a little bit.
this beautifully folded T-shirt.
Beautifully folded.
All right. Who thinks I got a good guess?
At the name of that last song.
Is it and it goes?
Oh, there it is. All right, there it is. The only person to guess. Good thing she was right. Otherwise, I would have just closed my eyes and thrown it. Would have hit the camera.
All right. Before they play this one last song, I want to make a couple announcements here. First of all, my name is Dan Gross, and this is the Rochester Indie Musician Spotlight. Please check my page out and Dave's. His should be easy to search. Mine's Dan Gross, Music and Journalism. Please give a round of applause. Can I also get a round of applause for my awesome crew, Jason Tebow and Stacey Barron? All right, and let's give one more to Tom Cohn, Jay Niffler, and all the great people here at Bop Shop Records. This is the best store. This is the best vinyl store in Rochester. They have a lot of great events here. Staff knows everything. They're super friendly. Please like their Facebook page and come on down as often as you can. We'd love to see you. Without further ado, the Dave DiPrimo Band.
Thank you. Thank you. It's our last song. It's called Selina. Don't forget to get your free sunglasses and maybe buy a CD or 6. Want to get spooky on them? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Dressed in black from head to toe, hair pulled back and she moves slow. She walks like the river flows, step by step and her body follows. Lips red like my blood it runs, probably colored from her other ones. And now she has taken my voice. I can't call out, I don't have that choice.
Thank you. Okay.